So all intimacy is essentially when two people come together. What is intimacy? It is the ability to let your guard down and enjoy yourself as yourself with another human being. So essentially, intimacy between two people is you being allowed to be yourself freely with yourself around another person. So they give you the mirror for yourself, that it's okay to be yourself. So what is intimacy? It is essentially it's a ritual between two people that allows them both to feel more connected between each other. I fucked up that there, but between each other and themselves. But the main thing is they're more intimate with themselves because the other person allows them the view, the mirror of themselves as, oh, this is something that is pleasant to be with. You're able to be as you are. So that, that's interesting. Because a lot of people fear intimacy. Why do people fear intimacy? It's not because they're afraid of the other person. It's because they're afraid of what's inside. They're afraid of themselves. Because all intimacy is recognition of the self. So, in a relationship with another person, your intimacy is feeling like you've been given the message that it's, a good thing, that self is a good thing. And a lot of people in this world are afraid of that, They're afraid of what they will find when they look too closely on the inside. They fear the hideous monster, that has been hiding in the darkness of their consciousness, because if you don't shed light on something, how do you know what's in there? Why would you not know what's in there? Because you haven't looked. Why wouldn't you look? Because you're afraid to. Why are you afraid to? Because you're afraid something scary is in there. So that is, the barrier to intimacy is the fear of recognizing yourself and asking yourself, who you are. Asking yourself what it is that is behind these feelings, these tensenesses, these things that come up when we, in our daily lives, when we interact with people or when we're just by ourselves. And, the tension that we carry around us, is essentially the fear of the things that lurk within us, the fear to look at them, so, how do we solve intimacy issues? Well, we practice being more intimate with ourselves. We we go more into our feelings and we, diagnose, well, what is behind this feeling? Why do I feel that way about this situation? And you will get answers if you really listen, if you just say, if you've, learned how to be patient and quiet, you're not looking for a solution, you're looking for an answer. You're not looking to solve a problem, you're looking to get to know yourself. So when you're asking a question, there's no premise behind it that certain answers will be good answers and other answers will be bad answers. That is just going to interfere with the the process of discovering what it actually is inside. And, most of us, there's questions when we ask them of ourselves that will make us feel like our very life is in jeopardy if we dig too much around that subject. And why is that? Why is it that a simple question can bring a grown man to tears and make him clam up and, some man, who's like, very a manly man, courageous in all other ways in life. But, there's some subject, that if he talks about it, if he asks too many questions, it makes his entire world crumble apart.
He's jello.
And yeah, he's now like a blob on the ground. So, and that is essentially this inflated.
You're speaking from experience. But
there's this inflated demon, that we've not looked at, essentially. This part of ourselves that we don't want to acknowledge. But you know what? The truth is that part of you is affecting you. That part is steering you. That part is ruling your decisions. Until you begin asking it questions and listening to its answers. That hideous beast in the dark that, at least that appears to be that way. That beast is going to have control over you as a man, or as a woman, as anyone, essentially. But I think it is particularly important for men to ask themselves these questions, because the template for what it means to be a courageous man in this world is, like you go out and you do things in the physical world and you don't look too closely at what's inside. You just you push it down, you deal with it. Men don't let their feelings bother them. They do their job, they get their job done, and they don't let feelings interfere. But the truth is, your feelings are interfering with what you're doing if you don't look at them. And if you have like this beast that you're carrying around your back that you're not, interacting with, it just means that part of you is like a frightened child, is that what a manly man, should be doing, is hiding from, himself? I don't think so. I think we need to, be more bold and courageous as men, and, ask ourselves the difficult questions that when, we go into, a feeling spot and we're like, oh, fuck, not this, please, anything but this, don't make me look at that, just that fucking, look, just let me go back, let me go back home. I'm gonna change my ways. I'm going to, accept Jesus into my heart, and everything.
Mama, I'm coming home.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I didn't see it. So anyhow, maybe take a look at it, and then, a lot of your problems might, begin to solve themselves, because you're acting from a more spontaneous, natural, free-flowing human self that you are. So anyhow, I just wanted to document this. I think it's important information. Why am I talking about this? Well, I'm in this, always sort of in therapy with myself as myself, and I aim to grow as a human being. So these are the things that I've learned along the way. Anyhow, I'll leave it here.